Hello. I'm doing okay, I guess. Ever since the last video, I feel a bit better, but I'm kind of embarrassed about having to make that video nonetheless. But it'd be sheepish of me to, put it in private or unlist it. So the mission right now is just to bury it with more content. So here we are. I'm going to show you something. The Alibaba ads I've been getting on Facebook. Yeah, seriously, my algorithm is fucked up and it turns out it's been going on for years and yet they still haven't fixed it because, Alibaba. Now, the difference between Alibaba and AliExpress is that AliExpress is for consumers, Alibaba is supposed to be for B2B, business to business. So in Alibaba, you'd expect stuff that you would buy in wholesale. That's why their ads are a little odd. Facebook's main revenue source is, of course, advertising, and e-commerce makes a big chunk of that revenue. And Alibaba seems to have a significant audience in Facebook. As shown on this page, Alibaba has an audience of like 205.2 million. And a lot of their advertising targets places like Brazil, India, Mexico, the Philippines, and Pakistan. Now, let's get into the Alibaba ads I've been getting on Facebook. I don't know. We'll have a laugh and that's it. Let's kick it off with the very first one. Oh yeah, I've been screenshotting these, the whole time. And this one's pretty light. Okay, you're playing on your PS5, I guess, the remake of Demon Souls, maybe? Armored Core 6? And you want to be able to suck on your water pipe. There you go. There's an attachment for it. It goes over, I guess, the touchpad thing on the DualSense controller. I don't own a PS5 myself because, well, it turns out consoles would be a waste of time and money on me. I already don't play enough video games. A console would be an even bigger waste of time. I remember buying a PS3 as soon as I had money and it just sat there. Yeah, collecting dust. Well, I did play it a few times until it got a yellow light of death. It's still there. It's an original 20 gigabyte backwards compatible PS3. But yeah, I don't know. If you're into hookahs, this would be great for you, I guess. The next, it's one of these exercising things. I've seen some really weird beauty products, and this is one of them. That woman is loving it, I guess. So one of those exercisers, basically you put it on your mouth, around your mouth, and then you forcibly close your mouth, and it's made of like some form of elastic and it exercises your mouth. It's basically resistance training for your jaw and mouth and keep your skin, your face taut and tighten your facial muscles. Why am I being advertised this? I don't know. Oh boy, here we go. I had to reverse image search whatever the hell this is. I thought it was a t-shirt cannon at first, but why are there holes in front right here? Let's do it right now. Like, let's screenshot this. Reverse image search it on Google Lens. For those who don't know, you can do this nowadays. Just Control V, paste it. And it's a flamethrower. That's what it is. Where's the gas? I guess here. This definitely looks like a trigger for a flamethrower, at least. Not very ergonomic, mind you. They're saying it's for, for stage. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, so it's a flamethrower, sort of, but it's more for parties and stage shows. All right, cool. Oh boy, here we go. I was also given an ad for steroids. Now, I don't look like someone who would be interested in steroids, although I am interested. I read about steroids quite a bit, and I also watch a lot of More Plates, More Dates. Drostanolone, anything that has the suffix olone tends to be an anabolic steroid. Drostanolone is an anabolic androgenic steroid, so basically it's also a female blocker. It was formerly used in the treatment of breast cancer in women. Used to. So they don't use it for that purpose anymore. I'm not too familiar with this in particular. I don't know if it actually is used as a PED. Here's a list of other steroids. Now, of course, there's testosterone. I know of stanozolol as well as nandrolone, aka Deca. Deca gives you Deca dick, which is basically you can't get hard. You get all that muscle and yet you can't get hard. What's the point? And oh boy, even this. Now, what is a C10H15N? Yes, it is what you think it is. It's meth. It is meth. Why are they selling it in Alibaba? I don't know. Is it real meth? I don't know either. Yeah, you can buy drugs on Alibaba. Press X to doubt again. How would that even get past customs? And it'll have your address on it, so you know they can question you. Or are you buying like 5 kilograms of meth from Alibaba? Or maybe it's just tawas, you know, or some other white powder, creatine, or a cornstarch. Now, I recently watched this video by Asianometry, excellent YouTube channel about the meth panic in Japan. They had a formulation of meth called Philipon. Meth was first synthesized in Japan by a scientist, and this was basically their drug for helping the post-war effort, I guess. They need to make their workers work harder, so they marketed this drug called Philipon. The very first time I ever heard of this was in Battles Without Honor and Humanity, the Yakuza film. They found out it was very addictive, so they had to get rid of it fast. They also called it shabu, which, well, it's still called that to this day here in the Philippines. So why do I keep getting meth ads? I don't even know if that's actually methamphetamine. I don't know, is that what it looks like? I don't know. I also know that methamphetamine is the reason why you can't buy cold medicine very easily. Because it turns out that the pseudoephedrine, which is a nasal decongestant, can be used to make meth. They have to make it a controlled substance. You can't buy it over the counter. You have to have a prescription for it. Most cold medicine nowadays has a phenylephrine, which turns out to be very ineffective as a nasal decongestant. I recently watched this video by Vox, and I also have a colleague who complained about, hey, wait a minute, I'm taking Neos up, but it turns out it doesn't work. Yeah, I guess. You're throwing your money away whenever you buy cold medicine that actually doesn't work that well. All because the medicine that actually works can be used to make illegal drugs. They also take your name when you buy acetone in the drugstore. I don't know. I needed acetone one day to remove a label on something I bought. I don't know. I have this weird fascination with removing labels off things. And they took my name and address because I bought a teeny tiny ball of acetone. In the meantime, you know, this YouTube channel is called The Drum Thing. It's basically Dank Pods' drum channel. Dank Pods is one of my favorite YouTubers out there. I binge watch his videos. And here he is with a whole a liter ball of acetone. Like, I don't know where you can buy that. And from what I've heard, Australia is a surprisingly conservative country. You know, this is a country that banned Mortal Kombat. All right, they banned Mortal Kombat, and yet they sell a liter ball of acetone. Really now? Look at that acetone. He just pour on it on his symbol that was painted for some reason. That's weird. Yeah, look at that. Like, he cleaned the spray paint off that symbol with just, you know, in one fell swoop with acetone. A liter ball of acetone, really now. But yeah, you could use those substances to make meth, apparently. But, you know, apparently it's being sold in Alibaba wholesale. What the hell is this? I remember seeing this one for the first time, and I'm like, Joe Rogan? Really? What message are you giving me here? Okay, have you tried DMT? Oh, never mind that. Have you tried DMT administered anally? Because isn't that what you would think when you see this for the first time? Like, why is it shaped like a butt plug? What the hell is this? Oh, first of all, is that what DMT looks like? I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable in drugs. Number two, why is it shaped like that? Number three, how big is it? You know, maybe it turns out it's as big as, let's say, this bottle, and you have to shove it up your ass. Really? The more I look at it, the funnier it gets. Like, really now. In my website, avoider.net, I wrote about Hans Niemann. It's the anal beads guy in chess. So this guy apparently cheated against the world chess champion, Magnus Carlsen. Well, he's not chess champion anymore, but still world number one. He cheated against him in a game where he beat him by having anal beads that vibrated the good moves to him. I don't know. Maybe it's not, you know, maybe it's not a cheating device. Maybe it's a butt plug full of DMT. And maybe that provided him with the mental faculties to beat the world #1 player in chess. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, things are about to get more. No, isn't what you think it is. It's a urine bag. Okay, I know there's a market for it. There's a need for it. Long journeys, you know, road trip, stuck in traffic. The way this ad was shot, it looks really. I think that's the point, but still, am I violating YouTube TOS by showing this? I don't know. I should censor these. I don't know what exactly this is. Smart underwear? Like, really? What is this? Maybe it's for, you know, for patients who can't go on their own. Now, usually you would have, like, adult diapers, but, you know, changing adult diapers can be pretty messy. So you have something like this to channel the wee-wee. But then again, why is there an inflator up there? I don't know what that is. Why is it designed to be stylish? There are hints that it's stylish. Like, come on, there's like garter with the brand name on it, like Calvin Klein. There's the bag, but the way it looks, it almost looks as if you're supposed to show it off. I don't know. And now we're getting to the really insane stuff. Oh boy. Like, yeah, it's, you know, this stuff, you know, makes you ask, why even have a girlfriend? The more I look at it, the worse it gets. I remember writing about VR porn in 2016. It got a fair bit of traction. This piece I wrote like 7 years ago. And then I planned to write about sex dolls and oh yeah, there you go. I have a VR headset now. I don't feel the urge go full bore and have that kind of experience. Like, I don't want to seem inappropriate, but all I have to do is make a phone call or send a message on Telegram. Anyway, what if there is such a thing as AR enhanced sex? Like, you have a heads-up display that shows stats, and would that be possible? And this, I think this is the punchline. Like, oh man, this is what inspired me to make this video in the first place. I'm gonna have to censor the penises. What is this supposed to be? Are you supposed to be able to circumcise yourself? Well, of course not. This is not what this is for. This is like a medical instrument for easy, you know, snipping of the foreskin. But yeah, that looks very ominous. Oh, this one's even worse. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. He's very sad. He's he hasn't had the snip yet. What is it supposed to look like? It's like a haircut? Is this an operation that is supposed to be done by your barber? Did you know that back in the day, barbers did stuff like bloodletting and outpatient surgery procedures and even castrations? It's also the origin of what we now know as the barber pole. It's supposed to indicate that they do blood stuff. Here we go. During medieval times, barbers performed surgery on customers as well as tooth extractions. The original pole had a brass wash basin on top and on the bottom. In Renaissance era Amsterdam, the surgeons used the colored stripes to indicate that they were prepared to bleed their patient, set bones or pull teeth, which is the white, or give a shave if nothing more urgent was needed, which is the blue. So wait a minute, the actual hair and shaving stuff, that's the blue? How is it blue? I don't know. Oh, I actually didn't know about this. In South Korea, barbers' poles are used both for actual barbershops and for brothels. Oh, that's not only true in South Korea. I know for a fact that can be true at times here in the Philippines. I'll stop there. The Barbasol cans use a barber pole motif. The only thing I know about Barbasol is from the from Jurassic Park, where he hides the samples. It's still one of my favorite movie props of all time. Oh boy, here we go. Castrato is a male singer who underwent castration before puberty in order to retain singing voice equivalent to that of a soprano, mezzo-soprano, or contralto. Basically, they become eunuchs, so they sound like Mickey Mouse or something. I don't know. They valued it back in the day. It was one of the ways that you can guarantee a livelihood for your child by basically giving them the snip, either as a courtier or, well, in this case, as a opera singer. And according to legend, barbers did this procedure. Now, I actually don't know if that's really true. It's a very sensationalist way to read into the history of this stuff. Let me know if you know more about it. But yeah, I think I'll stop there. You know, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and visit avoider.net for more content. Until next time, stay Tor.